Word concept fallacies are at the heart of almost all confusion for those encountering Orthodox theology for the first time. In a nutshell, the word concept fallacy is the exegetical or interpretive mistake of assuming that a theological concept is present in a text when particular words are also present. Essentially, this fallacy equates concepts with particular words when such concepts are not necessarily being objectively conveyed by the author. Said in another way, it's the error of conflating your own understanding of a word with the objective meaning of the word, thus reading your concept into the text. This problem is primarily an issue for Protestants who try to engage Orthodox theology. I will give one example of how these fallacies cause confusion, but there are countless instances I could immediately call to mind. Think of the question Protestants often ask when they discover the exclusive view of the church in Holy Orthodoxy. They will inquire, can people be saved outside of the church? And generally speaking, when people ask this question, they are usually desiring a yes or no answer. But in truth, the answer requires a good deal of nuance and unpacking. For instance, there is a word concept fallacy at the very heart of this question, namely the word saved. When a Protestant sees that word, what they often mean is going to heaven. In other words, what they are asking is, can people go to heaven if they die outside of the church? For them, this is a natural question because in their theological paradigm, salvation is ultimately a matter of where are you going when you die? For us, salvation is so much more. In fact, it's not a matter of where we will go per se, but rather what our experience of God will be. For us, salvation is not a binary, in or out, heaven or hell. In the Orthodox teaching, our experience of the afterlife, both before and after the final judgment, will actually be directly determined by the degree to which we have united ourselves to Christ in this life through the process of theosis, or deification. And in our view, the primary means of theosis, which is salvation, I know Father Andrew is going to talk about that, are the holy mysteries of the church. So are you beginning to see how the Protestant in this situation is asking a question that really doesn't even make sense? It's like asking, can I go swimming? While pointing to a pool with no water in it. Just like water is a necessary prerequisite to swimming, so too are the holy mysteries a necessary means of salvation in the ancient Christian faith. Again, this is just one single example. But it is actually one of the major theological and pragmatic differences between Orthodox and Protestant theology, so we should give it a thorough response.